Today I want to welcome you back to my channel. We are going to be doing some decluttering. So I'm going to be starting here in my master closet, and then towards the end of the video we are going to tackle some decluttering in my master bathroom. I've got two main goals for decluttering today in my master closet. First of all, I do share this closet with my husband. He has a couple sections, I have a couple sections. I have accumulated more clothes than necessary. I'm wanting to kind of make my wardrobe smaller. I'm also just really wanting to get rid of the things that I don't need. But the main goal is to make room in here for some laundry baskets. So currently we have a single laundry basket that is currently living in our bedroom, and I'm not a fan. I would really prefer for it to be in the closet. So in order for me to do that, I have got to make space. So I'm hoping that I can just have one section here on the left. You'll see here in a minute, but I've got like a top section and then a bottom section. And then next to that, my husband has two sections. But I'm hoping that I can get rid of this bottom section and then move the things that are going to remain to this top section right here. By doing that, I'm going to empty some floor space and then hopefully have some laundry hampers right there. So that's kind of my motivation for today. Today, I'm not making super hard decisions. I'm really just trying to make the easy decisions to see how far I can get with that. I have found that for me, decluttering really happens in stages. I did a huge declutter years ago, which really, helped our whole home. And then each time we moved over the last 4 years, I was able to declutter more. Now that we are getting settled in this home and we know we're going to be here for a little while, I'm really wanting to get really comfortable in this house and really just have what this house will hold comfortably. And so as we've been here for a little bit, I'm seeing that my closet, it just needs fewer things in it. Sometime in the future, I do think that I would like to make my wardrobe even smaller. I would really like to have, I don't know, maybe some kind of capsule wardrobe or something like that. That is not the focus of today's video though. That is not something that I'm ready to tackle. I feel like this is a good step though, just simply getting rid of the excess and kind of paring down. I'm hoping that as I do this, it's going to really help me pay attention and see what I'm really wearing, what I gravitate towards, and then hopefully I will be able to continue to get rid of things in the future. When I had two separate sections right here for all of my tops, I had them separated kind of by weight. So most of the things on the top were things that I wear during the summer or kind of all year. And then the things on the bottom, those were things that were like a heavier material, things that I tend to gravitate towards during the winter. In the back of the closet, I do still have another section of clothing, and it is mostly for like a third piece of clothing. So some kind of like outer layer cardigans, jackets, things like that. I've also got my long dresses, well actually all of my dresses, and jackets, coats, things like that. So right now I'm just kind of trying to color coordinate everything. I'm just going light to dark. And I go like from short sleeve length to longer sleeve length.
I'm out of reasons, I'm out of rhyme, but I'll only tell you that I'm out of time. I'm sick of love songs, I'm tired of this, and I wanna tell you straight just like it is. You're watching me like you want me, but you're still holding back, still holding back. Honestly, you're annoying me with the way that you keep playing. Show me your love like it is, like it is. Bend open my heart like you're fearless. Steal all the gold you can get, you can get. Show me your love, leave me.
Alright, so once that was about done, I grabbed our laundry hamper, and then I also grabbed one from my kids' room. They have the same hampers, and I did that just so I could see if two would actually fit, and it actually fit really well. I did a quick straighten right here, and then I've also got a pretty significant pile that I can trash. Alright guys, so I finished going through my closet. These are all the extra hangers. All of these did not have clothing on them. I've got a bag of trash because I went through these two purses. They had a bunch of junk in them, and so I am gonna let those purses go. And then I think I counted 19 pieces of clothing right here that I'm gonna donate. Got a jacket, a sweater, a robe, a couple pairs of pants. And then these shirts, they're ones that I feel like every time I go to put them on, I end up taking them off for one reason or another. So I decided it's time to let those go. There were 4 other pieces of clothing in here that I decided to keep. I didn't put them in with my regular clothing though. I put them in the back of like where my winter coats are. That way, if they're kind of just like in quarantine. So if I decide that I miss them, or if I go to reach for it and they're not there, then I still have them, because sometimes I am too quick to get rid of things. The purses, I kind of been on like this whole purse journey thing. I have 2 others that I really use a lot. These 2 I don't really gravitate towards, and they don't really like. I have another black purse that I like better than this black purse, and then this one I got, the purple one I got because it's a crossbody, but I have another crossbody that I actually like better than that one. And when I try to use them, I feel like I just create more work for myself, like the switching back and forth. So I'm gonna let those go. Also found a few more pens, and then I also found this set of drawer dividers that I purchased that ended up not working. I forgot about it, so I'm gonna take that back. And then that's just an old meal planner that I don't use anymore. It was just kind of stuck in my purse. When I was digging through the back of my closet back here to put those items that I decided I wanted to keep, I found another laundry hamper. It doesn't match this one. I had my son bring down one just like this so I could see if they fit. They do fit. But rather than going and buying another one right now, I'm going to kind of test the theory, you know, of having 2 hampers here and make sure that I'm actually good with just this amount of hanging space. I'm actually still doing laundry today, so I'm going to have some more things here, and it may end up feeling too packed. I don't know. I honestly feel like I have enough clothes though, so we'll see. That's why I'm not going to go run and purchase another hamper just yet. The other thing I may do is put another shelf right here. I went ahead and moved the little things that a shelf sits on. I moved them right there, but I don't have a shelf that size. So we'll see. I'm sure I can find one. It's a pretty standard size, I believe. I didn't see one when I did a quick search that wasn't like 30 bucks or something stupid. So I think because I'm still kind of not completely sure, I'm going to kind of test all this out, like I said, before I get another hamper and before I spend $30 on a shelf, because if I end up needing the hanging space instead, it will be $30 wasted. And I don't want to waste 30 bucks. So we're going to test this out, but it feels nice to kind of get some clothes out of here that I am not reaching for. Alright, so I ended up going to Home Depot. I found something close for the shelves. These are actually like cream. They're not really white. I don't know if maybe they used to be white and they've turned, or if that's just the color they were when they had this installed. But I decided not to do white because I felt like it would just be like, I don't know, I just didn't feel like it would look right. So I got this wood shelf. It's not a perfect fit, but I think it's going to work. And what this does is this gives us a place for towels. I've talked about how we don't really have a good place for towels in here. I have had them a few different places. I have had them on this shelf right here, kind of stacked up. And then I've had them rolled under my husband's clothes right here on the shelf. So I think this is actually going to be really nice. I think this is going to be worth it to me to kind of keep the number of clothes that I have pared down. And then Like I said, I've got room for the 2 baskets because when we have just one, it's completely overflowing because I only do our laundry, our like clothes once a week. So up here, I don't know if I've shown this. Up here, this is just where my husband keeps like his pajamas. And then in the morning, like in the evenings, this is where he puts his clothes for the next day. Right here, this is just a stack. It's just a bin and it's got like hand towels and stuff in it. This basket has my feminine products, and then I just put this on the back of the toilet when they need to be used. And then right here is where I'm keeping toilet paper. I need to restock this. So this is just kind of like on the shelf that has all of our shoes. I think I shared setting this shelf up right here in another video, but it's coming together. I did get rid of some purses, so I've got a little more room right here, which is nice. Up here on the top shelf, we just have hats. The closet's packed, but I feel like we're kind of gradually paring down things to really make this closet work for us. We are now a few weeks later, and I did a second round of decluttering, and these are all of the things that I pulled out. I've got a good bit of stuff that is mine, and then also my husband pulled out some things, so I've got another big stack of things that I can get out of our closet. This is a different day, but we are going to move on to our master bathroom. So you can see I've got some products on the counter. I am not a fan of having things up there. I am ready to make these drawers and this space work. I'm ready to get rid of things that I'm not using. I really want my hair dryer to fit in the bottom drawer down here. This is mostly working, but I feel like it can be a little bit better. We are eventually going to update this bathroom. We already have a new cabinet and countertop to put in here. It's just a matter of when is it actually going to happen? When are we going to have the time to do it? So I've had a hard time because of that, really making the best use of this space, because I know it's temporary, but like I said, I'm ready for this space to feel better in the meantime. So I pulled everything out of the cabinet. I'm going to start there. I'm just going to give this a good wipe out, and then I will put things back. Now, my husband and I, obviously this is our bathroom. We have had many different bathrooms over the years. If you are an OG, you may remember that we had a super tiny bathroom in our house in Alabama, and then this is the third house we have lived in Florida. The previous 2 houses that were rental houses that we lived in, they had giant bathrooms, lots of space, lots of cabinet space, drawers, all the things. So now I'm kind of having to get back to my roots and have less things. So what I'm working on now is simply kind of using up products. I say now, that is what I have been working on. I've been trying to use up products, and then certain things like my husband and I, we can share things like lotion and different things like that, just to not have to take up as much room. We've been doing that for a while, but now there's still things that just really need to be gotten rid of, and I just really needed to declutter and organize this space a little bit better. This container right here goes under the cabinet, and it is just an overflow basket. It has a lot of extra products in it. I will probably get to the point where I'm not keeping as many extra products, but again, we came from a couple of homes that had much larger storage spaces, and so I had the room for it. Here, not so much. But we're, still just trying to work through these things. I'm not going to throw certain things away that I know for sure we are going to use, but things that I know I'm not going to use, they are going to be leaving my house. So right here, I'm going to take everything off this Lazy Susan. I'm going to give it a good wipe down, and then I'm going to put the products back on there.
I'm out of feels, but I guess I'm waiting around for something real. I'm going crazy. what's the deal? 'Cause I want you to show me what you feel. You're watching me like you want me, but you're still holding back, still holding back. Honestly, you're annoying me with the way that you keep playing. Show me your love like it is, like it is. Bend open my heart like you're fearless. Steal all the gold you can get, you can get. Show me your love, leave me breathless.
The plastic storage bin, you can see it in the back, the one that I have for overflow. I'm wanting to move some of my hair tools down there. First of all, I forgot to hit record when I was emptying that drawer, so that is what happened with that. But the tools that I don't use as frequently, they are going to go there. I'm hoping that by doing that, I can make my hair dryer fit in this drawer. These drawers, if they were just either a little bit deeper or a little bit wider, it would be much easier. But because of like the shape of a hair dryer, it's like I don't know, it's just kind of weird. But I did finally figure it out. And because I have gotten rid of a few other things in here, I am able to make the hair dryer work. There's more room, but the hairbrushes didn't fit in there well. It made it hard to get the hair dryer in and out, and I'm really just wanting the hair dryer to be something that is simple. But that's okay. I think we can make that work in this drawer right here. So in this drawer, this is the one that has a lot of products that I'm going to be getting rid of. And because I'm taking my hair dryer out of here, I'm also going to have some more room. So I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to eliminate all of the things that were previously on my counter and use the space in this drawer. I did not purchase anything new to make this happen today. I am definitely working with what we have. Again, we're eventually going to have a different cabinet in here. So I really don't want to spend money on things specifically for this cabinet. I did purchase a few things that fit in here when we first moved in because of the drawers. Like I just didn't have anything at all that would fit in here, but they were very inexpensive and they still work in here. Hopefully they'll work in the new one, but if not, they were not expensive. But I did not purchase anything new for today's video. I think for some people, decluttering and organizing can feel hard because it's like you're having to make a million decisions all at one time. You're having to decide, do I use this? Do I keep this? Can I get rid of this? Is this going to fit here? Would it fit somewhere else better? Is this the best place to put this? All the things. So if that is hard for you, I want to encourage you to break it down. Maybe do just one drawer at a time. I'm doing the whole vanity that is mine. I'm doing the part that my husband and I share, and then my drawers. I'm not doing my husband's drawers, but maybe just take one drawer, one cabinet, one section of your closet, one small something. You don't have to do a big space all at one time if you're feeling overwhelmed. A couple years ago, I had a color analysis done, and it was one of the best things I have ever spent money on for myself. It has made it so much easier for me to make decisions about makeup. Now, because I know that I am a cool winter or a true winter, I can go in a cosmetic store and I know exactly what shades of makeup I need, and it is wonderful. So when we get to my makeup drawer, we're not there just yet, but when we get there, you're going to see that I don't have just a ton of makeup. I will tell you that I have a lot of lipstick, and that is simply because I do know exactly what shades work really well for me. But I've got one blush, I have 2 small eyeshadow palettes, I have 1 eyeliner, 1 eyebrow pencil, pretty much have one of everything except for lipsticks. I have a lot of lipsticks and a lot of lip glosses, but all of them that I have look really good on me. At the beginning of this year, I really revamped my cleaning system. I was originally using the Fly Lady system, which is a great system, but I have customized some things and really changed up some things to really work for me. My original plan this year was to have a lot of quarterly tasks, but now that we are in March and I have been going through those tasks, I have figured out that I really want to switch those things up. I feel like I've come up with a better plan for that. That's one of the reasons I haven't talked to you guys about them. I know some of you are curious. All of those Q-tips right there, those are Q-tips that I use to wipe mascara off when I get it on my eyelids. I feel like every time I put mascara on my eyes, I get it somewhere else. But anyway, it was time to get rid of those. So like I said, I've been revamping some of the things that I was working on. And I have found that instead of having quarterly tasks, I ended up making a list of all of the tasks that I thought I wanted to do quarterly. I realized that most of them didn't actually need to be quarterly. Some of them are going to just be twice a year. Some of them may only be once a year. So I've really been working on figuring out exactly when I'm going to do those things. And once I get all of that kind of sorted out, I will be excited to share it with you. But decluttering is a main thing that is going to be on that list, and I'm really excited about it.
Steal all the gold you can get. Show me your love, leave me breathless.
One sad thing about this drawer is that my favorite chapstick is finally out. I've had a chapstick that has been a favorite for a very long time, and I finally used it up. And I want to replace it, but I am making myself finish one that I already have before I replace it. Otherwise, this is what will happen. I will use the new one. I will never use the one that I already have, and then I will eventually just throw it away. So anyway, I'm just going to make myself use it up. Right here, these are all the things that came out of my overflow basket. These are things that are empty or expired or things that I know I'm not going to use. There's a few things there that I'm actually going to find a different place for, like my makeup brushes. I want to make my makeup brushes fit down here because I think I can make them fit in this little Lazy Susan. That way I can just pull them out daily and then put them back. But I'm going to start putting the rest of my overflow items in this basket. Okay, so it's not really a basket, but it is a container, and it is where I put all of my overflow items. So I still have my hair tools that I don't use frequently, but do still use. They are here. And then things that I've got duplicates of, like backstock and things like that. In this little pouch, I have all of my nail items, like my files and cuticle creams and things like that. That way I can just pull the little bag out when I'm doing my nails. And all of these things are going to stay in the very back because these are not things that I have to reach for very frequently. I'm also really excited that I was able to get my cleaning products on that little Lazy Susan. I feel like it makes everything much nicer. And then turning that container in the back, turning it the other direction, gave me a lot more room. That way I was able to put the cleaning products on that Lazy Susan that used to be on my countertop. So now I'm just getting rid of the trash, and then I'll show you a few more things that I'm going to put somewhere else. So these two items right here, these are things that are new and I am not going to use, so I'm going to find somebody to give those to. And then I've also got a couple of face products right here that I'm going to move to my powder room. Sometimes I take my makeup off in the powder room instead of in here, so it will be nice to have those up front. If I kept them back here, I would probably never get to them. Now I'm just going to give this bathroom sink and counter a quick wipe down. So let me know in the comments, how often do you declutter and organize your master bathroom? My plan is to do this twice a year. I can't remember where this landed on my list for like what part of the year it's going to happen, but I'm excited moving forward that I'm going to have a plan for all of these decluttering projects around my house. The last thing I'm going to do right here is, since I had everything out and just kind of went through everything, I'm going to wipe down the front of my cabinets. Everything feels so much better in here. I am so excited that my bathroom counter is nice and clear. When we get our new counter and cabinet in here, it's actually going to be not quite as wide. There's going to be some space between the counter and cabinet and the wall. So that's another reason that I really wanted to make sure that I got to where I don't have to have things on the counter. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it gave you some motivation and some inspiration to do some decluttering and organizing in your room. If you guys are not subscribed, please consider subscribing to my channel. Give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys next week.